Hello and welcome to today's Daily Trade Watch. Now, today is the 18th of July. So what we look to do during this short video is look to identify what we call high probability trade setups for the day ahead. So hopefully it gives you a good opportunity and looking at some price levels that you can use in a very practical sense. Okay, so if we could start as we always do with our risk warning, just please do make sure that you do familiarize yourselves with the risks involved in trading these financial markets. Okay, let's discuss some high probability trading opportunities for the day ahead. So with this, we'll bring up our trading platform, currently up on screen, and we'll start with the euro dollar today. So yesterday we were looking largely for some yen weakness and continuation in that weakness. However, some of the dollar pairs were giving us mixed signals. A lot of that was pretty much leading to the Fed Chair Powell due to testify in front of the Select Committee in the US in terms of the state of the economy and certainly a lot of the inner thinking behind the Fed's monetary policy. Now, with all of that in mind, the Fed are sticking to their position where they're looking to increase interest rates, looking at the numbers and the conditions as things currently stand. Now, it seems like he's looking to move away a little bit from the forward guidance aspect of the Fed policy. But what that has meant for the dollar is we've had a bit of strengthening come into the dollar, whereas yesterday, if we could see above Monday's high, would have expected continuation up to the 18.13, but as you can see, that's turned around, and yesterday's candlestick was actually more of a bearish engulfing candlestick, completely engulfing the range and the price action of the day before, and is actually now looking continuing to look bearish, and that's what we're looking to do with the euro dollar. Look for as many opportunities as we can to sell it, and actually a break below today's low qualifies for that opportunity to sell this market. And we do want to sort of highlight the importance of these levels irrespective of whether the market has broken through. Yes, a breakout below the 1649 is your first high probability opportunity, but when you get situations like this where we've already experienced a breakthrough to the downside, we can still look for opportunities to sell this market as long as we're below the 1649. So basically what we're saying is if we get opportunities to pull back in this market, we'll look to take them in a very consistent manner. Now, if market pulls back significantly enough and we're currently trading above the 1649, then of course that opportunity no longer exists. So we want to identify the market conditions, we want to identify the directional bias, and for those to tick those two boxes, we're looking to sell the euro dollar, and we can do so even on a number of occasions below the 1649. So hopefully that helps just a little bit. As you can see, we're getting a really strong flush to the downside. We do expect this market and all of the dollar related markets to continue lower, and this is actually a new structural failure to the downside once more. So the last 2 days, really strong turnaround, a lot of selling coming into the British pound as well. So we expect this market lower. So without a shadow of a doubt, we're looking for opportunities to sell this market, the pound dollar below the 30.64, and a lot of this flush is just happening as we're broadcasting this recording. So looking for opportunities to sell there, looking for opportunities to buy the dollar yen above the 112.92, like situations like yesterday where we were having a lot of indecision. Today we've actually got a significant amount of clarity. So we're not suggesting we trade all of these markets, but maybe cherry pick, maybe look for the best opportunities, look for the higher quality pullback trades potentially. And again, another opportunity to buy the dollar CAD exists today above the 32.16. We're currently at the 32.41. So a lot of these moves have already occurred to some extent. Now we still expect continuation in those directions. We're not going to look at the dollar Swiss because there's better opportunities. Again, we're looking to sell the Aussie dollar below the 73.55. So as you can see, a lot of opportunities, and as long as all of these markets are looking to move in the same direction, i.e. dollar strength, then we can look to get into maybe even a couple of positions today. The 67.55 is the level in the New Zealand dollar. So as you can see, most of the dollar pairs are setting up with opportunities to buy the US dollar. So definitely a number of opportunities to look at there. Now it's interesting, we're getting really significant selling coming in to the pound, and this is like the first break which we've seen of what is a 10-month descending triangle with actually price pressure pushing to the downside. But from an intraday basis, we can look at these levels in here and see that the market does bounce off these levels on a few occasions, and it's just above the current price where things stand. So what that means is this level has the potential to continue to provide the resistance in this market. And what we can clearly see is these markets are very, very active as we're recording this webinar, because prices were currently just a little bit lower not so long ago. The euro yen, it's pulling back off yesterday's high, so we're able to book in profit in this market yesterday. We capitalized on a really nice strong move, looking to benefit on that yen weakness. And as you can see, the yen is strengthening just a little bit against the euro, and also the pound yen as well is really coming off. So these are a couple of opportunities that are not as clear cut. Yes, there is an opportunity to sell this, but this will be a counter trend move. So we'd rather wait for this market to come back to the 129 or the 130 level and then look to buy from these lower levels. So the pound yen, we've broken higher, structural failure to the upside, and now that has reversed, and now there's some significant pound weakness in this market. Now a really strong opportunity yesterday was below the 1236. This morning the trade to the downside is continuation. As you can see, we want to go with this market and go with this move is the 1226, and now we're currently at the 1221 as this video is being recorded. So again, look for opportunities to capitalize on a pullback. So for example, if we go down to the 15-minute time frame, and if we get a nice pullback maybe to the 1226 level, that's previous levels of support, and that would give us, if we get the turnaround signals, that will give us an opportunity to sell hopefully from this level, and we capitalize on the next move to the downside. So we've had a really strong move followed by a sideways move in price action, followed by a nice strong move lower. So so that is the opportunity there in the pound, in the gold market, and this is also responding to the dollar strength, which we're currently seeing as well. Now another market which hasn't actually broken yet, but if it does, if we do get a break below the 67.04 level, then we would be looking for opportunities to sell the US oil market, potentially on a breakout below that level. But if not, and the market breaks lower, then just being nice and patient and waiting for those pullbacks could give us some really good high probability trade setups. And we don't like any of the US equities just as things currently stand. So so that just about concludes this recording then. We've got a number of dollar related trades to really focus on. Perhaps pick the higher probability ones, the cleaner setups, the ones that give you the most confidence behind that trade setup, and look to go with those. And you've got the market conditions in your favor, you've got directional bias, so know what direction you're looking to trade these markets, and good luck with those trades. So we've definitely got an interesting trading day ahead. So so that just about concludes then today's daily trade watch. So we've got a number of opportunities to really focus on, and we'll see how we get on. So just before we leave, you feel free to connect with us through our YouTube channel, and also Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and the details are there up on screen for you now. So thank you all for joining us. Do take care, and we'll look forward to posting our next daily trade watch very, very shortly. So from everyone here, do take care, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.